Hello friends, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Crafting with Pat and More. Today, I am buddy crafting with my good friend Janita. And she does her buddy crafting on her channel called Janita's Black Folk Well Wishes Arts and Crafts. On her channel, friends, you'll see that she makes some beautifully handcrafted, unique, and antique style items. And yeah, she really enjoys. Janita also has two other channels. She's got Janita's BF Well Wishes Grocery Hauls. That's where she shares her grocery hauls and news of the day. And she also has Janita's BF Well Wishes Gardening. And that's where she shares her beautiful balcony garden. Well, friends, I'm going to be putting all that information in the description box for you to go over and take a look. Today, I am going to share with you some things I made for Thanksgiving. We've already seen some of them, and we're going to also put some things over on the tier tray. We're going to get ready for Thanksgiving. I have just like the little fairies over there right now. I've already kind of taken them off, kind of made room for what we have here. So friends, let's take a look at what I've been working on, and then I'll show you how the project that we started last week worked out. Yeah, so friends, let's turn the camera around and let's see what I've got going on here. I don't know if you'll recognize this turkey. It's the one that's sitting his legs are too forward, so he's kind of leaning. But he's going over on the tier tray today. And I learned something very valuable. Do not make really thin things that are easy to break. I made this gobble here, and you can see I've already had to hot glue it. I don't think we're going to make it in the box when we try to store it. And then I made a thankful sign. This is all done with clay. And the paint I used is Joy In. Joy In. I've got a box of how many of these? 12. And it's Joy In. So let's take our creations over and put them on the tier tray. Well, this is what the area is looking like, friends. I'm not too sure how old this scarecrow is that I made. And I know I made the corn dolls last year. This was given to me by Brenda, and her channel is called Maniac Grammy's Homestead. Can you see it? Thankful, grateful, blessed. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I think it looks okay. It's a little busy, but that's okay. And she still looks like she's flying. I guess it's okay too. Yeah. Well, on to our next project. To refresh your memory, this is what we made last week. When I left you, she didn't have a face. So let's see what I got done this week. Here she is. And I discovered something, you know, with this long body here, I could have actually tucked this under and sewn these up in that tuck if I had known. But here's our little face. I embroidered it on. And then for clothes, I made her a little party dress, a little top to cover, and a little bow. And you'll notice it's got a little ring there, so it'll go over her ear. Let me dress her up right quick. Here she is in the dress. Just goes right up under her arm there. That's how she looks, and the little sweater's on. And then we have the little bow, all dressed. I still don't have a hem in the skirt, so it's going to be just a little bit shorter. But there she is. She's all finished except for maybe a hem and a skirt. Maybe I might make her some little black shoes. We got one more thing to look at here today. I don't know how many of you will remember this journal or this notebook that I got from Dollar Tree. I said I was going to make it into a journal, and some of you were wondering how I was going to go about that. So I'm making a very small December journal. So I'm not an expert, but this is just how I do it. For the outside, I've already kind of got it planned out what I want. I'm going to use some of this, and some of this. That looks very pretty to me. And then I'm also going to use some of this on the inside somewhere, probably for pockets, but you'll see that again. Let me get comfortable here. Open the glue. First thing I like to do, this is a thick page, so I really don't have to do much to that, but I plan on using this page to like write on, so I am gonna give myself a place to do some writing on. This page is just to kind of help hide the letters that are already there. So if we can get it on. I'm doing this sideways. And then I'm going to put more glue. I'm very liberal with the glue because I want it to stay together. I've got 2 pieces of paper here, but I'm only going to use one. I'm going to stick it to the side. I'll worry about that side later. Okay. Got this page and this page. I'm going to glue together. That'll just make them a little stronger. Go first together. Piece of cardstock is going to go right here. As you can see, this was the book that they used for the election, so it's already stapled together. And this is pretty sturdy paper too, but I double up. I think I've got that over too far. I didn't realize how hard this was going to be from the side here for me. Okay. Not straight. There's only one bad thing about this glue. It's not very forgiving. If you don't get your stuff done quick, it doesn't care that much. Okay. Okay. Now this side is already glued. This side over here. So I need to flip and glue. I'm going to do this for the rest of the book, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks. Here's the last page going in. So let's take a look and see how we did. The start of my journal. You have a page to write on. There we go. And we have a Santa Claus page. And a Santa Claus page. And then we still have to think of what to do for the cover for the front. and the cover for the back. But we'll let this rest for this week. Well, friends, I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. We got a lot done today, and close to Thanksgiving now. So friends, thank you again for stopping by. I want to remind you to go over and check out Janita's channel. The channel that she's doing her crafting from will be in the title bar, and the other two channels, if you like gardening, if you like grocery hauls, if you like cooking, they will be in the description box. So be for sure you go over, check them out, and subscribe. Well, friends, that is all I have for this video. I hope it's not going to be extremely long. If it is, I'm going to try to chop it down until it's at least a decent length. So, yeah, I guess that means I better say bye. So bye-bye, friends. You have a good day. Bye. Have a good day.